Assembly instructions. Number 1. Assemble per part layout as shown in Figure 1 parts list and Figure 5 the schematic. Using fresh resin or rosin core solder only. Important acid core solder cannot be used for assembly and will damage the kit. Number 2. Install diodes D1 to D4 observing cathode band for correct placement. Notice that the cathodes of D3 and D4 are pointing toward the bottom of the board and the cathodes of D1 and D2 toward the top. Number 3. Install the resistors per parts layout, parts list and resistor color code. There is R1. It is 6.2 kilo ohms. There is R2, which is 100 ohms. There is R3. It is 4.7 kilo ohms. So there are all three of those resistors. Optional for higher output, save one of the cutoff resistor leads and install it as a jumper J1. Number 4. Next you are going to add a fuse for protection. Install the pigtail fuse F1. Install the electrolytic capacitors C1 and C2 observing polarity. The negative lead of the capacitor is the shortest one. It also has a corresponding stripe on the capacitor. Install the electrolytic capacitors C1 and C2 observing polarity. Number 5. Install LED L1 with its cathode lead oriented in the direction indicated by the black half moon in the parts layout. See Figure 2 for LED cathode lead details. Number 6. Using the provided bolt and nut to install the heating to the tab of transistor Q1 as shown in parts layout. Then install transistor Q1 to the board with a tab and heatsink in the direction shown. Number 7. Install potentiometer P1 to the board as shown. Cut the insulated wire into 3 pieces and connect 2 pieces of insulated wire to the DC outputs of the power supply plus and negative points on the parts layout. Number 8. Connect 1 lead of the line cord to the PC board and 1 lead of the line cord to the switch. Now use a piece of insulated wire to connect the other lead of the switch to the PC board as shown. Number 9. Install the transformer T1 to the board. Make sure that the transformer is positioned as shown in parts layout. Number 10. Before testing, remember to use extreme caution when using a kit that connects to the AC line, like this one. Never use it outside or near water and always mount the entire kit inside a wooden or plastic insulated box to prevent any contact with the AC voltage. To test the project, set the 0 to 12V DC power supply on an insulated surface and plug the line cord into an AC outlet. The LED L1 should light. Now connect a DC voltmeter to the DC outputs and rotate the shaft of the potentiometer P1 from one side to the other. The output voltage should vary between 0 and approximately 20V without load. In normal operation, the transformer resistor R2 and transistor Q1 mat get hot and potentiometer P1 may get warm. This power supply is protected from a temporary short circuit on its outputs and will supply up to 100 mA at 12V and 200 mA at 6V or less. It is ideal for powering most small battery-operated electronic devices.